Every negotiation begins long before anyone says a single word. Most people believe negotiation is about defeating the other person, proving they're right, or getting the biggest advantage. But that mindset often destroys trust before the conversation even begins. The best negotiators don't rush to speak. They start by listening. They understand that every person has fears, goals, and hidden motivations waiting to be discovered. A thoughtful pause can be more powerful than a quick response because it creates space for better decisions. Instead of forcing one solution, they offer choices that make everyone feel respected and involved. Even when emotions rise, they stay calm, knowing that self-control is their greatest strength. They don't see negotiation as a battle with winners and losers. They see it as an opportunity to solve problems together. When both sides focus on shared interests instead of personal pride, trust begins to grow, and lasting agreements become possible. In the end, mastering negotiation isn't about controlling other people. It's about mastering yourself first.
Great negotiators never rely on luck. They rely on preparation. Before every important conversation, they gather information, understand the other person's perspective, and think through different possibilities. During the negotiation, they ask thoughtful questions instead of making endless arguments, because the right question often reveals more than a long speech. They pay close attention, not only to words, but also to body language, tone of voice, and emotions, understanding that actions often speak louder than sentences. They are never afraid of silence, because silence encourages honest thinking and often leads to better answers. When an offer isn't fair, they don't react emotionally or walk away immediately. Instead, they calmly present better alternatives that benefit both sides. They know that successful negotiation isn't about forcing people to agree. It's about creating solutions where everyone feels respected. When both sides work together toward a common goal, trust grows naturally, relationships become stronger, and agreements last far beyond a single conversation. Every negotiation is another opportunity to improve, and every experience builds the confidence needed for the next challenge.
Not every negotiation ends with a perfect agreement, and that's completely normal. The most successful negotiators understand that every conversation, whether it ends in success or disappointment, is an opportunity to learn. Instead of blaming others, they review what happened, identify their mistakes, and think about how they can improve next time. They know that confidence isn't something people are born with. It's built through practice, preparation, and experience. They continuously sharpen their skills by reading, observing, and learning from those who negotiate well. Before entering an important discussion, they visualize a positive outcome and prepare themselves mentally to stay calm under pressure. As a result, they walk into every meeting with greater confidence, better communication, and a clearer understanding of human behavior. Over time, people begin to trust them because they speak with respect instead of ego and seek solutions instead of conflict. True mastery in negotiation doesn't come from winning every conversation. It comes from becoming wiser, more patient, and more. The real breakthrough in negotiation happens when you stop trying to convince people and start trying to understand them. Every person wants to feel heard, respected, and valued. And when you genuinely listen, resistance begins to fade. Instead of focusing on differences, great negotiators search for common goals that benefit everyone involved. They communicate their ideas with clarity, confidence, and honesty, never using pressure or manipulation to force an agreement. As trust grows, conversations become more open, solutions become easier to find, and both sides begin working together instead of against each other. Before making any final decision, they carefully review every detail to ensure the agreement is fair and sustainable. When the deal is finally complete, the handshake is more than just a symbol of success. It marks the beginning of a relationship built on mutual respect and trust. The greatest victory in negotiation isn't getting everything you want.
It's creating an outcome where everyone walks away feeling respected, satisfied, and ready to work together again. The journey to becoming a great negotiator never truly ends. Every conversation teaches a lesson, every challenge builds experience, and every mistake becomes an opportunity to grow. The more you practice listening, staying patient, and understanding others, the more naturally these skills become part of who you are. Great negotiators don't just close deals. They build trust, strengthen relationships, and create opportunities that last for years. They understand that respect earns more than pressure ever could, and that empathy is often the strongest tool at the negotiation table. Whether you're discussing a salary, resolving a conflict, making a business deal, or handling everyday conversations, these principles remain the same. Success doesn't come from speaking the loudest or winning every argument. It comes from helping everyone feel heard and finding solutions that create value for all. Remember, the greatest negotiation you'll ever have is the one with yourself, choosing patience over anger, confidence over fear, and understanding over judgment. Master those choices, and you'll discover that the art of negotiation can transform not only your conversations, but your entire life.